What is going on, everybody? Today we will be taking care of our first Preweekly forecast session of 2023. As usual, we will be starting with DXY. All right, so as far as DXY goes, I'm not really getting too much on this time frame, the weekly time frame. Um, Order flow is apparently still bearish. I really thought we were breaking out of this range on the previous weekly candle, but last week NFP had other ideas. Dropping into the daily, I would suspect that we're going to be digging lower. You have a volume imbalance, liquidity here, based on the speed here, outside candle. I suspect that this will be used as an order block. Like this was taken here. This liquidity. Taken out. This is still in play. In my opinion, there's no way that we're going to be really recreating new lows without taking out more of this. For me, this just isn't enough pullback. So I know we have CPI this upcoming week, or I believe we have CPI coming up this week. Let me double check. So we have CPI on Thursday, and Fed Powell's also speaking on Tuesday. So yeah, we have red folder news Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So Monday will likely be a small range day, or creating liquidity, and then Tuesday, prior to Powell speaking, will be accumulation. He speaks at 9 a.m. So yeah, so Monday should be a small range come New York session, and then Tuesday, we should expect some volatility, and the same thing Wednesday, Thursday, Wednesday accumulation, Thursday running it out. That'll just be my thing. Let me go into the 12-hour. Oh, this is the 12-month. Okay. So we have sell side here. So I'd look for a run like this, sell side, and it could be the sell side here, or there's a gap here. Sell side, buy side, you have a BPR here. FVG flipped, so rebalance sell side. Now sell side needs to be inefficient, so this should be a relatively sensitive area for price. Also paired with an order block like this, and then I'd be looking for price to come back down into this 103, 102 area, where I'd expect we would see some accumulation. And then I'd look for this monthly order block. Why does that keep? Oh, it's probably because of the time frame. Where are my things going? Okay. I am not sure where my drawings are going. So I guess we'll do it like this. I'll send out updated charts once I figure out why my drawings are disappearing. But till then, I'm gonna have to deal with it. Okay. So I look for something like that. So risk on would be my guess for the week. Framing around this idea, I'm looking for a bearish quarter. So thinking in terms of power of three, when I say bearish quarter, I'm talking about risk off quarter, especially for index markets. So in terms of power of three, I'd suspect that we're going to get some bullishness to start off in this form, and that's why I say I expect this monthly order block to play a larger role on the weekly and monthly time frame as we get further and further into Q1. So that's what I'll be looking for DXY. Let's hop over into NAS. We'll do SPY first, actually. We will do the weekly. Okay. All right, so I'm going to look real quick at this. So weekly candle closes respecting constant encroachment of this weekly order block that we've been stuck in here. No PD arrays to pull off from this time frame. Dropping down to the daily. Even the daily candles respecting the consequent encroachment of that. And let's see what the daily, if we did that as well for this daily order block. All right, so we did, candle closures did violate one day the consequent encroachment. I'm not also going to chart that because it's relatively the same level. But internal liquidity would be next up for this week. I'd suspect that, did we already tap it? We did. So what we could be doing for this week, running out this high, coming back down into this order block, and then back up. That's so weird. Yeah, okay, I can't fix that. So where is my So run out the high, trade back down into this order block. Maybe if we create an inefficiency, there'd be one there as well. And then back up. Now that looks like a relatively small range considering the news event we have this week. So if we trade initially up and accumulate here until CPI, I'd look for lower prices then. But this is what I'll go with for now. And if, say this is just Monday and Tuesday's action, I'll send out updated charts for the rest of the week. Tech, as we know, being the bearish of all the indices. Also making some nice weekly P rays for us to draw into. Let me just clean this up. Can delete this. Okay. So we have a weekly fair value gap here. I'd say that's going to be our draw. Drop down to the daily. Gonna delete this because that got violated. We could reclaim it and use it as support later, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Do we violate this weekly order block? No, but we did close below this, so I'm not even gonna, I'll leave it up there. It's okay. So yeah, equal highs, fair value gap. We're stacking PD arrays right around this area. I'd assume it's going to be equilibrium right and around that point. Yeah, like I said, right around this point. So that's our draw. We have a weekly PD array, we have equal highs, and we have a daily PD array. So, this is our value area. Include this breaker as well, here to here. This is where we want to look for like fractal models, whether it be like the 30-minute or the hour. We want to see reversals here. We want to see rejections from this area and then a fractal cell model print. So same thing I will reference here. And again, if this is, too short term for the whole week, I'll send out updated charts, but something like this trades back down into the order block. From there, we trade up. And as we know, US 30, always the strongest index right now. From the weekly, let's annotate this. In terms of candle closures, weekly order block holds. Fair value gap gets disrespected, and then now candle closures are respecting it. And this is where you learn, and I'll preface our lesson this week. I'll be touching order flow. You see price digs into, it first violates a bullish PD array by closing through it, and then finds respect for another bullish PD array, and then this bullish PD array gets respected later. So order flow should be, looked at as bullish in this light, which is how we're framing our ideas. And I'm just going to use the same thing that we've been looking at. We're going to delete this. This is still accumulating. So we're going to leave this as possible range that we'll be trading within. You have a volume imbalance here. So like the last two, I think if one will leave an inefficiency, it will be Dow. I don't think Dow would give us the retracement the rest would. So I'm looking at, weekly highs to create first. Inefficiency, newly created inefficiency. I'm not looking for Monday's low to come back below 33.10 to the void. Like that. Let's go to gold. Gold really throwing everybody really for a whirl. I was really looking to accumulate gold, swing positions below these equal lows here at 1732. We were looking for a run into this low resistance liquidity run and reverse. Price had no interest in doing that. I delete all this in here. And we got a weekly closure beyond this order block, so we're going to delete that as well. Now, as far as the weekly goes, safe to say that this is our first draw. Buy side liquidity. And then you have a gap here. Take that with us. And you have liquidity inside this gap. I'm going to delete this and this because it's not really relevant to current price. Same thing, we're going to be looking for first target there. Midweek reaccumulation. And then the void, preferably this buy side target. Hop over into currencies. Clear this, clear this. This got disrespected, so we can delete all this. Okay. And can delete this. Where does this get created? Here. Okay. Delete this. We're gonna leave. Delete this though. All right. Hop over to our weekly. All right. And mark this one as well. I'm not going to drag this all the way over because I think we'll blow right through it. But if we do decide to respect it come the end of the week, I will have it annotated. But all right. Pretty simple. I mean, most of these things are following, similar trajectories. Being bullish on gold means I should also be bullish on AU. And if I'm bullish on gold and bearish on dollar, this I would suspect this is going to be, your favorite for risk on trading, something like this. But did that just disappear too? Okay. I need some sort of arrow, and then order block. Something like that. What's this range measure out to? So I'm not crazy. Yep, that's not bad. We like that. So something similar. Let's see if EU is rinsing that. EU might struggle a bit. You might struggle a bit. I would wait to really look at this pair until we get displacement over this swing high. As you see, AU, making bullish SMT here. You have lower lows on EU, higher lows on AU. In comparison to GU, and GU's, absolutely the weakest. So shorts, so midweek, if we're looking for a retracement from our overall weekly picture, GU would be the shorts to take, in my opinion. Just this is clearly the weakest pair of the three majors we've looked at so far. And then EU is kind of just in between. So longs in AU, shorts in GU. Depending what day of the week we're in. Right. But I want to see nice displacement, and not just like projection here. I want to see displacement and a close above this. And then that would validate this order block. And you guys are getting the hint right now. Everything's looking the same because, again, I trade all dollar coordinated assets. And is there any liquidity close? Yeah, we do have this failure swing close here. And we will pull this over. Why are some of my drawings disappearing? I can't get anything to work these past few days. It's funny. What do I pay you guys for? But yeah, now that you guys see how failure swings come in, I could inevitably draw into this high, this swing high right here, but you have a pool of liquidity right below it. Even though it took out this is still a failure swing. So, we can apply that orders right here. So like I said, EU is not going to be my attention in the majors for the week. It's going to be, like I said, longs in AU, shorts in GU. There's really nothing I really, and this doesn't even, like, this is where, following order flow comes in. As we see, we failure to displace below the swing low, puts in an order block outside candle. So it is nice and bullish. Order block validated here. Here's your pool of liquidity, and that's probably like 30 pips, 20 pips. Yep, 30 pips. I'm probably looking at something deeper, maybe this order block here as a possible initial draw here. Validate this order block here. Could trade lower into that. I'd probably look at the consequent encroachment of this order block here. And then this would be your first swing high candidate. Really all that. UCAD, UCAD definitely surprised me. I thought when I saw this, that we were going to continue bullish. I was clearly wrong. And this is all dollar contingent because oil right now is weak. Let's look at oil. Yeah, oil still making lower lows, lower highs. We did try right here. Failure to displace above volume imbalance, displacement lower, fair value gap created. So low resistance liquidity run. So we can see $70 oil this week for sure. Daily fair value gap. Super simple. Arrow. Lower prices. Higher prices. Lower prices. Let's see, is this range just enough to be a move? I'd say this is a small move for UCAD. I think we can actually draw lower. Yeah, that's more probable based on the range. This pair easily has 100 pip days kind of regularly once it gets moving. Yeah, 200 pip day, 100 pip day. Yeah, so another 200 pip day. Yep, so that route wraps it up. Risk off or risk on for the week based on dollar. And yeah, that wraps it up. So let me stop this and I'll take some of your questions.